Alright, about to send you live, okay?
Alright.
Here we go. Alright, you are live.
Hello there, I am Rawmaster2, and I'll be running Red Alert 2, Command & Conquer Red Alert 2, a classic real-time strategy by the defunct Westward studio, Kane Lives and Deaths. This is my friend Voland. He is helping me out with commentary.
Hi, I'm Voland, and I also speedrun Red Alert 2. I have some records. I think between us we have all of the records on Red Alert 2.
Yes, he has the hard difficulty, and I have the easy difficulty. There's some minor differences between the two, but it depends on your preference. This, what I'm running here will be the Allied Campaign on the easy difficulty, as it allows for the fastest stress to beat all 12 missions in under 45 minutes. You may have seen the runs at the other marathons, like European Speedster Assembly in 2015 and 16, where Tiberian Sun and Generals were played. I picked this game up in particular since it's my favorite in the whole series, and after watching Joseph S1K's run on YouTube, felt the record could be improved some. I have since beaten all of his mission times and improved the single segment record by over 6 minutes. I feel that real-time strategies as a whole, have been greatly overlooked for speedrunning, and wanted to highlight how fun they can be. Alright, and without further ado, we will begin in 3, 2, 1, let's roll.
Good luck.
Along the run, there will be a lot of fun and interesting units you'll enjoy seeing. The first unit we'll be getting first is Tanya. She is a super infantry unit.
Tanya here.
I'm going to mostly be peering over your shoulder and trying to interject, comment whenever you're really busy microing or whenever there's silence.
Right.
You'll be leading the way mostly with the commentary. You do a really good job of explaining what's going on, so...
First off, we immediately want to be able to get the commands going. There's a function in the game where you can chain commands, so you can have the infantry work, or any other unit, autonomously without needing to micro them for every little detail. That's a feature that they added in this game and not the later ones. Want to be able to get the GIs moving, helping us out. There's commands that also help us that. The frontmost one we want to send up to the corner, because we'll be getting some tanks, and why are they not moving? Okay, that should be fine.
First mission, you're just getting to the bridge as quickly as possible, building it, and then getting everything across, and trying to take out the base quickly.
Right, we're just going to be raiding the Soviet base. We have a brief moment if you want to read anything.
No, I don't have anything to say at the moment.
In but a moment's time,
So it's just a rush to the bridge and building a barracks, getting an engineer, sending him into the repair hut, and then you get the bridge up and then you just rush everything across, including the tanks that he's getting at the top right corner. You're just trying to get every asset across the bridge and then coordinate it all to take all the buildings out.
These are the tanks I was referring to.
Good work, Commander.
Now we want to repair the bridge as fast as possible with some engineers, so we want to get those as close to the bridge as we can. We want the tanks in the front because they'll be taking out things first before everyone else does.
Tanks, you rush in and take out the oil barrels usually. That sets up a chain reaction and makes things easier.
This requires a lot of microing right here.
But here we go. Let's go through these almost loads of times.
I choke that one up.
It's all about getting Tanya where she needs to be so she can do the most damage and make it easier for everything else.
Everyone plays a pretty important role. The dogs take care of the infantry, Tanya takes care of several buildings, the GIs help destroy the power, and the tanks take out the sentries. And I forgot the engineers again. That's a very common thing to forget, but it doesn't waste a tremendous amount of time.
If it all works out, when Tanya destroys the last building, the engineers have just went in and captured the last buildings.
Yes, sir.
Alright,
Need a repair?
we're fine.
Yep, still pretty good. So that's mission 1. Just over 3 minutes.
This one we are needing to rescue the... Forgot, where were they called again?
Yeah, it's the Air Force.
Air Force, right.
Take it, baby!
Air control tower, and then you send the Harriers over.
Show me the way!
The GIs are not actually critical for this mission, but they do help with revealing a few parts that make the run a little easier. These are the Rocketeers. They're jump jet infantry, and they can fly in the air. Very useful, even competitively.
Yeah, the Rocketeers we use to sabotage the base, soften it up.
All fired up. I'll take the high road.
Main Soviet base is at the top right.
Boosters.
If it managed correctly, we do not have to worry about the other units in the meantime while we micro these guys.
They won't see us coming. How about some moving out?
Tanya is completely on her own for now. Don't have to worry about her.
Got a clear view, sir. Rocket
Once both of the flak turrets go down in each base, you get reinforcements. We're waiting for the GIs in the top right base. Make everything so much easier.
If we're lucky, we can manipulate the enemy to not being able to build their war factory. It saves a little bit of time.
Yep.
Those reinforcements are the engineers that will help us take back our base. What are you guys doing?
soar. Clear out the place.
You got an order?
I have the tools. I have the tools. Studying
Taking a few things that we need.
Analyzing schematics. Got the plans right here.
Building captured. Building.
Rom,
Get some
let me know when a
assistance.
good time to read a donation for you.
And once the flak turret goes down, the
Roger
final
that.
one, GIs get dropped in.
You got an order? I'm there. Cha-ching!
You can take out the sentry only if there's one attacking her. If there's any more, she risks dying. And if she dies, the mission is over.
Yep, gotta keep Tanya alive, always.
We can read a donation here for just a moment.
Alright. Rovane donates $30. It says, "Hey Rom, donating for some more CNC love. Much luck. Maybe we'll get a gold Liberty split."
Sweet. Thanks, Rowan. He's actually a runner for this game as well.
Oh, nice.
Okay, cool. We actually did manipulate them into not being able to build their war factory. That'll help a lot. Now the only problem we have to deal with is really the war miners.
War miners are very robust. You need a lot of firepower to take them down. Swarm them.
One of the most useful commands in this game is the attack move. They will automatically attack anything in their way. And unfortunately, I forgot about this one. This is easy to forget about. You have to take out the last sentry over here as well.
Yep.
Would have been possibly a new record had I done that. That's right.
Good time nonetheless.
This one is going to be done under a minute. It's so fast. We're just going to sneak behind the enemy base and take out the psychic beacon that has mind control of Washington, D.C. The
Including the
IFV,
president.
yeah, the IFVs are very much utility unit,
On our way. Engineering.
so they have a lot of abilities. Unfortunately, we're not going to really use all that right now.
High speed, low
I don't know why that
drag.
clicking went mad.
Securing position. High speed, low drag. On our way, sir. Good to go. Outstanding.
Don't need to worry too much about taking the damage.
Securing position. Outstanding.
Michael here is very precise.
Good to go. High speed, low drag. Good to go.
We hug against the wall so we can begin to take out this ore refinery, which is what is used to obtain cash.
Also using the wall as a shield, because Rhino tanks come and try and attack, and without the wall we would have no chance here.
Now that we have an elite, because the crate that I grabbed early on made it a veteran, and now that made this unit an elite, it now has incredible firepower, fast enough to take this out.
Elite IFVs are insanely overpowered.
Yes, they are. Especially a lot of the units, if they get ranked high enough, become insanely overpowered.
Yeah, especially the cheap ones, they become so much more useful.
Commander, whatever it is we're paying you, it isn't enough. I don't know how you got us out of this mess, but I'm extremely grateful. After this is over,
Very
I'm going
wise.
to promote you to whatever you like, except president.
Not as good as
Good night,
Nicholas Work though,
Commander.
as
I need you out there.
Soviet leader.
Yeah, the acting in this game is really good. Very humorous. What do you say?
It's amazing, top notch.
Oh, okay, yeah. This mission is also a really fast one. There's just really, out of 3 missions, three of the missions are done in under 3 minutes, or under a minute. This is another one of them. Get them moving as fast as possible.
Some trivia, the way that you speedrun this mission is the only way that I have ever completed this mission, even since I was a kid.
Yeah, same here. This was one of the missions I accidentally figured out how to speedrun first time I played it.
Captain
Yeah.
on the bridge. Ready to soar.
I'm separating the Rocketeers because the enemy anti-air attacks and their attacks is more of an area effect, so if they're all clumped together, they all get killed very quickly.
Pushing away.
We want the first one to die by themselves.
Captain Captain on the
managing the
bridge to
boats at the
hold.
same time because they're arguably more useful than the Rocketeers.
Pushing away. Navigation systems ready.
Unit promoted.
We're taking out the Psychic Dominator that is controlling the entire East Coast.
Yep.
And actually, that was really good for the Rocketeers.
Yeah, there's a lot of them still there. Good time.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good.
Commander, they never saw us coming. That was splendid.
Hear me, you foul American phantom, wherever you are. You can work your armies like a puppeteer all you want, but this is my plane. Here is the city that you have saved. Without the psychic amplifier, which you so rashly destroyed, I no longer have much use for you. Behold the power of Mother Russia!
And that's it. Unfortunately, Chicago is now gone, but it's much better than losing the entire planet. Or the entire US, at least.
Establishing battlefield control. Stand by.
This is a good speedrun mission.
Yes, it requires mostly just managing a few units and managing Tanya.
Yeah.
The very beginning part is mostly managing the spies. And luckily we got the good RNG, so now we can start off early.
Mission
Or save a little time by comparison.
Target. How about a target?
Indeed.
And despite being very posh and very elite, we make our spies dress up as dogs. It doesn't really make any difference, but it's very entertaining.
Somehow they pull it off.
Take it, baby.
Mission on my way.
You got an order?
The little sharp screech you're hearing is me telling them to stop and attack anything nearby.
How about a target?
It's a lot.
Watch the spies on Fire and Forget, they just do their job now and take over the
You got an order?
battle center.
All of the bases.
Moving out, boss.
Right, once they're on their own,
Moving out, boss.
they should be fine.
On my way.
I'm
Now
there.
we're just sending Tanya up.
Whoops! We're fine. It's not going to waste that much time.
Establishing battlefield control.
Yeah, so the map opens up and expands, and then you can get up to the targets.
If you're not very
Missiles.
careful, Tanya will get eaten by a dog and instantly be killed.
Yeah.
So I gotta keep an extra sharp eye on that.
Battle control.
Commander, operation underway.
Transmission.
How about a
Alright.
Agent ready.
Sir, be on the lookout for Soviet guard dogs. They've been released to sniff out our spies.
Agent
How about some action? I'm on it. On my way. On my way. How about
But
a
Tanya
target?
helps a lot to do an attack move.
On my
That's what
way.
we usually do with her. Keeps her alive, and then the micro's a bit easier to deal with.
Moving out, boss. Moving out, boss. I'm on it, baby.
One of the Tesla generators.
I'm
can
on it.
probably shut down
On
all
my
the
way.
It was really all my fault for her getting killed too. I should have been looking at the spies when they're perfectly fine by
On my
themselves.
Yeah, I might
Now we're
try.
past
I'm
that.
on it. I'm there.
But they're here so we can know where the Soviet nuclear silos are, which actually aren't very far away. If they just walked around, they would have found them.
incoming transmission.
How about a target?
It looks like we're in. Our
on
spies have infiltrated the Soviets' battle labs and they laid the specs on their
On my
silo.
way.
Frank loves to attack this tree occasionally. If we don't happen to kill him on the way.
Let's take out those silos and head on home.
I'm there.
It's getting a little chilly over here.
And we're here in time.
Reinforcements have
Take
arrived.
it, baby. I'm on it. Moving out.
Over there,
boss.
Tanya.
I'm on it.
Sometimes the pathing can be awkward if you don't micro them too much.
Yeah.
New objective received.
I'm on it.
So Tanya meets up with some freedom fighters here, I think they are.
I'm there.
Yeah.
Or,
Some POWs.
yeah, POWs, that's
On
it.
my way.
Freedom fighters are later, not yet.
Take it, baby. I'm there. I'm there. I'm there.
There's a elite tank here that is really useful. You can actually use that to take out one of the silos, and that's what we'll do.
Locked and loaded. Take it,
Or
You can
baby.
send Tanya on her way sooner.
Locked and loaded. Moving out, boss. How about a target?
This tank will be the one to take out the nuclear silo because, as you can see, it's also elite, so it does tremendous amounts of damage.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Tanya would have to be the one to destroy it.
High speed,
Yeah.
low drag.
You got an order? How about a target? I'm on it.
This little pool of water is interesting because if you don't micro her, she'll want to zigzag a lot. Not quite sure why.
How about a target?
That's a quirk of Red Alert 2 on the whole. There's a lot of zigzagging that goes on if you can keep an eye on it.
How about a target?
Take care of the dog, take care of the barrel, and get the last silo.
Will never fly again.
Yep.
Primary objective achieved.
If she dies during the ending, the mission will lose despite technically winning. That actually went alright. Actually, that might have even been really good, I don't know. Let's check that later.
That was a pretty good time. A few seconds behind personal best or all-time best.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Now this is the longest mission of the game, but luckily it's only about 8 minutes.
Standing Allied ship reporting.
Damn it. Come on.
Navigation system Allied ship reporting. Navigation systems ready.
very interesting to show you.
We'll be using the units in the crafts soon, and right now I'm just setting up, getting ready to be able to place buildings down, so I can make some infantry to get ready to invade the Soviet base. There's 2 Soviet bases on this map, the orange one and the red one. The orange one we're going to take out very, very quickly using the infantry inside the craft right now. Once they get here, we'll be setting it up. It's also one of the more critical points in the run that things can go bad pretty easily. So I'll be making backups at that time. Backup saves.
And Red Alert 2, when you take out all of the production facilities, the AI sells everything and just throws it at you, and that's what we're going to use here for each of the bases.
Steady as she goes.
We're abusing computer ignorance.
How about some action? On my way.
We have time for donation reading if there happens to be any.
Allied ship reporting. Steady as she goes. Navigation systems ready.
It isn't at the moment,
Yes,
but
sir.
there is an upcoming bid war between
Main engines engaged.
The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening between doing 100% and reverse.
Standing by. Allied ship steady as she goes. Allied ship
You'd like to choose which category
Allied ship
comes up in the coming
full.
year.
Navigation systems ready.
We're micromanaging the GIs really specifically because if they're not lined up, it can be quite chaotic handling them getting to the enemy base as fast as possible.
Yeah. Once they garrison the building, you want all of them to be in the building for maximum firepower, and so they're exposed for as little time as possible to take out all the buildings and units.
Right, we want to be able to attack as much before the Tesla coil, which you'll see here in a moment, kills them. Or takes out the building.
It's only a matter of time, and there's a short window you have to remove most of it.
Okay, and this is where we're going to back up, because things can go south real easily depending on how they have things set up.
Yeah.
Navigation systems ready.
Still manage the base at the same time.
Standing by. Speed to full.
Okay, that should be reasonably good.
Looking good.
Uh-oh, that didn't sound good. We can make this out without having to reload.
Send out GIs. Yeah.
Can you make it? Okay, good. Now that they have no unit production facilities, they are immediately selling everything off and coming to attack the base. We'll be just fine with them attacking.
Good improv.
Unit lost. Unit promoted.
Yes, they're just not gonna survive. Rip in peace.
Construction options. Unit ready.
Now we're just preparing some units to be able to raid the base. We're going to be raiding them with some engineers because it only takes 1 engineer to capture an enemy building, as you just saw. So we're going to be doing that again with the red base, and their buildings are a little more spread out, so we're going to take a little more time on that.
Unit ready.
Be able to prepare for it.
Channel clear. Destination.
Setting up control groups because they help manage the game much easier. It's much easier to manage the units that way.
Building.
And prepare some Rocketeers once we have the cash, because they're eventually going to be overwhelming the base similar to what the Orange is doing right now, and we want to be able to prepare for that.
Yeah, they just throw everything at those like temporary prison towers.
That prison tower never survives, unfortunately.
Engineering.
Unit ready.
Channel clear.
Engineering. Won't be late. Yes, sir.
Unit reporting. On our way, sir.
Oh, that one survived though.
I've got the knowledge. Yes, sir. Engineering. Moving. Need a repair? Moving.
Ready to roll.
Oh, I never did tell it to go over. No, go over here.
Outstanding.
I don't know how that happened.
Yes, sir. Bound forward.
Want them to get gems instead.
Engineering. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Bound
This is the second group that will be taking out the war factory, and the planes that I've been building will be taking out the barracks,
Vehicle ready.
which produces infantry.
High speed.
These guys will be taking out the construction yard.
Bound forward.
And then that's everything, and they sell everything.
go.
Throw it all at the prison towers, and then you just mop up.
Good to go.
Rocketeers do a good job of helping with the mop up.
Yeah, they can get in the back of the line real quickly, and they take care of the really slow infantry.
Good to go.
Unit ready.
And if something gets stuck across the map, which doesn't usually happen, then Rocketeers are quick on the spot.
Here comes the ADHD tank that doesn't know whether it wants to attack or not.
Securing position.
If you do a special dance, he'll go away. See if we can get him to go away in time.
Bound forward.
Indecisive Rhino.
Good to go.
We're good.
Commencing assault.
Engineering.
Bye.
Channel clear.
Also plant that down.
Ready to roll. Unit reporting. Ready to roll.
Okay, good. I thought the tank was going to go back at him.
Destination commander.
Need a repair? Need a repair?
Destination commander.
Now we're setting up to be able to take the construction yard.
Engineering.
High speed, low
Need a
drag.
repair?
Okay, we got it.
Destination commander. Pilot reporting.
Now we're going to back this up as well because things can go sour here.
Unit reporting. Forward.
I don't want to take that free damage, please.
Unit reporting. Forward. Bound forward.
I told them to go away, but they're not listening.
Destination securing position. Securing position. Aircraft ready to roll.
Bunker's
High
grill.
speed, low drag. Securing position. On our way, sir. Bound forward.
Need a repair?
Unit reporting.
Oh, they got hit by the sentry in the back. Damn it.
Yeah, that sucks.
Ready to roll. Securing position.
Wow, come on.
Here.
Destination commander. Securing position. Securing position. Channel clear. Ready. On our way, sir.
Just so I don't have to deal with that constantly now.
Bound forward. Good to go. Outstanding.
Got the knowledge.
Securing position. Ready.
I've got the knowledge. Schematic.
Wow, that timing! Come on!
Keep going.
Pilot reporter. Ready to roll. Engage. Securing position. Destination commander.
Engineering. Yes, sir. Studying blueprint.
Pilot reporting.
Okay, we got the war factory. Hopefully we can take out this now. If they don't repair it too much in time. Bloody hell! It doesn't go this bad normally in my runs, I swear.
Bound forward. Unit reporting. Unit reporting. Securing position.
Unit
High
ready.
speed. Low drag.
Unit lost.
Destination commander. Ready to roll.
In there. Okay, good. Still got it.
Pilot reporting. Have them on radar. Ready. Aircraft reporting.
Okay, that's actually really terrible. For some reason, they're too spread out, so I'm gonna have to micro them way more.
Yes, sir. Bound forward.
Yeah, if you just hold off with the front ones.
High speed. Low drag.
I'll try to mind you.
High speed. Low drag. Ready to roll.
I have analyzed.
Those engineers are not gonna make it.
Engage. Like the wind. We're going
Okay,
in.
this should work. This won't work.
Bound forward. Good to go. Pilot reporting.
Got the knowledge.
High speed, low drag.
Engineering. Schematic.
Yeah, there's a lot of threats. There's sentry turrets that are hiding in the trees. There's flak tracks that just come out of nowhere. There's so much that can go wrong.
Okay, now we can finally move onward.
Unit ready.
You got it?
That was almost a record, yeah.
New rally point established.
Now we're going to start using the Rocketeers to start taking out the laggers behind, because if they come in front, they will be destroyed by our base defenses. Now that we are just building Rocketeers, we do not need these other buildings that I'm showing off. You're not even the construction yard if you know what those are.
On my way.
At this point, it's a bit of a wait.
Yeah, there's just a big chain now of suicidal units running towards the base to try one last ditch attempt. Never gonna work.
Nope. Also going to check over here just in case there's any serious laggers that aren't going to waste any time on the...
Yeah, sometimes units, AIs mess up and they're just lagged behind, just static, so you have to watch out for that.
Don't have to worry about the frontmost ones over here because they're going to be killed immediately as soon as they get there. And even if these towers don't get them in time, the garrison units will.
Yeah. You just try to take out any stragglers. So
Oh jeez, that's a lot of bloody war miners down north.
Yeah, that's a lot. It's a lot easier when they come down the bridge, because then the prison towers get them so much sooner.
Yeah. Actually, are they going to be able to handle all those? I'm not sure.
Like I was saying earlier, war miners are really, really robust, and because prison towers are so overpowered when you have them in groups, they usually take them out in one shot.
Okay, this should be the very last unit. And that's it.
Alright, good.
Look at the par time real quick. I'll pause for just a brief moment. They expect you to take an hour and about 75 minutes to take it. We did it in under 10. Oh, and this is also... go ahead.
Even with those foul-ups that happened because of those problems, we still managed to get well under par.
This missile mission is also the third one that we do in under a minute. This is also another one that I discovered as a kid how to beat very, very quickly, unintentionally, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing.
I can explain it if you want.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the victory conditions are to destroy every enemy building, but because at the start there's not meant to be any buildings, the level designer just planted one sentry turret that you're not meant to ever find. So as soon as you take out the sentry turret, you fulfill the victory conditions before the mission even starts. So we're just sending Rocketeers up and a Harrier, and that's the fastest way to do that. I don't think that could possibly be improved in any way ever.
Pilot reporting. All fired up.
Yeah, I can't think of it. The naval units cannot get there in time, and these are the only units that can.
Yeah, not many variables, so this is it.
Well, the only variable is RNG based on the unit movement, because sometimes the Rocketeers don't move very smoothly.
Also, there's this glitch where Harriers fire 2 rockets instead of 1.
That happens?
We're finished.
Yeah, it happened in my hard run.
Oh, nice. We didn't save him in time. Rest in peace.
No one ever has. They're doomed to die every time.
And this one has an infamous glitch, which I'm actually going to try to avoid for the sake of time. Sometimes, if Tanya, for whatever reason, if moved incorrectly, she will quote-unquote die on the way going to this base that we're going to raid. I'm going to intentionally avoid it because I don't want to waste too much time.
Orders? Squared away, sir!
How about a target? Show me the way. I'm there. Moving out, boss.
I don't quite know what causes it, but I'm guessing it's because of her state being above a bridge where she's both in the air and on the ground, so the game gets confused and doesn't know her condition, because that's about when the trigger for checking if she's alive or not starts. So during that time, they get very confused and assume she's dead, when she's not.
Schrodinger's Tanya.
What's that?
Schrodinger's Tanya.
Back move her here so they can take out the annoying GIs. And ideally the conscripts that will help us out later, that will be a problem later on. Luckily she at least got one.
Can do.
On our way there. Engineers aren't useful, they're just here for eye candy, I guess.
I won't be late.
How about some action?
We capture this even though it does absolutely, we don't use it at all.
Gives us something to do.
Yeah.
On my way. Double time.
Show me the way. Shake it, baby. Show me the way.
Be able to
2 donations that I can read.
Go ahead.
Alright. We have an anonymous $5 donations.
Need
Can
a
we get an
repair?
APM
Yes,
counter
sir.
on the stream, Kappa? Thank you for your $5 donation. We also have another $5 donation from Timrod, who says, donating because there is no stopping this train wreck. This loop.
A little too late, we got through it. Thank you though. Okay, now that I have the second beacon open, dropped, units will now start joining our cause, including civilians. And we're going to be using the tanks that we'll be getting here in a moment.
Yeah, reinforcements arriving and includes prism tanks, which are a really powerful unit.
Vehicle ready to go. Securing position.
We'll be seeing the prism tanks here in a moment.
Where's the party?
Destination, Commander? Unit reporting.
Here they are right now.
Commander?
Be able to show them off here in a moment.
Outstanding.
Commander,
Vehicle
you're
ready.
gonna like
Commander?
this one.
Outstanding.
It's Einstein's prism tank on wheels. Boys at the lab call it a prism tank.
So now we're using 3 groups here. Tanya, the regular grizzly tanks, medium tanks, and the prism tanks. We have to coordinate them all to keep each other alive and take out the base.
I'm actually going to go ahead and back this up because sometimes Tanya can get eaten by a dog and then we'll reset the whole mission if she does.
Yeah, you've got to do a lot of things here. You've got to dodge V3 rockets, you've got to watch out for dogs, desolators come along, Rhino tanks rolling around.
Yes, sir.
How about that?
And of course the Tesla coil, which the prism tanks are a great counter to. As soon as the Tesla coil goes down, the base is opened up to move the tanks in.
Oh, that's... I hope she can make that. Nope, didn't. Oh well. I thought I'd taken that out.
Yeah, that always happens. They always rebuild at the last seconds.
Oh, they do?
Yes, sir. Good to go.
That's what happens when you're not paying sharp attention to Tanya.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It doesn't help that the sentry turret is right behind the refinery. It's hiding itself.
Yeah, so you occasionally don't even notice that.
Yeah.
Stop taking too much damage.
Looking good so far.
Outstanding. Closing in. Good to go.
So they can't rebuild anything because the construction yard's down. So once you take out the sentry turrets now, they stay down. And then it's just a matter of taking out the barracks and the
Oh, that's close.
Those dogs.
We want to keep the prism tanks alive till the end so they can take out these conscripts that are trapped inside the walls where the battle lab was.
Yeah, prism tanks can fire through walls and sandbags.
And that's it. We don't even have to make any bases.
Yep, nice.
The Soviets are now trying to clone our prism technology in the South America, so we're now going to send in some Navy SEALs to handle this out. This mission actually is quite micro-intensive in order to save as much time as possible.
Yeah, this is probably the best mission for a speedrunner that's really looking for every opportunity to cut time out. A lot of opportunities.
Yes, I mean, this mission could probably easily be improved by at least 15 seconds still.
Yeah, Navy SEALs are like Tanya, they're really powerful. And you have 5 of them that you can micro around.
This is too easy.
Just setting them up so they can quickly take out the units in a particular order.
Seal ready.
Every Navy SEAL here has a role, so when one Navy SEAL goes down, something else has to step up and take over, and that's when things can go wrong. So Rom is going to do his best to keep them all alive and have them do their job.
I'm your man. Seal ready. Going down.
Keep moving, bud.
This is too easy. Orders.
Want to get the tanks up first, because otherwise they'll go around and waste a little bit of time.
The SEAL
Smooth,
team
nice.
liberated a group of local. They were kind enough to give us
If the Navy SEAL's close enough so we can, and the engineers should not be going down that quickly. Oh well.
I didn't think you
Need a repair? I've got the knowledge.
Let's get it on. Commencing assault. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Yeah, the engineers, we need to capture Tesla reactors and also the experimental prism towers that they have here. They help us a lot.
On the move. I won't be late.
Let's get it on. Special delivery.
They're lagging a little behind than usual.
Engineering plans right here.
So there's a lot of Rhino tanks in this base, and we have to use GIs to try and get their attention. Once you attack the barracks,
Closing in.
the Rhino tanks from the base all converge, and then you can lure them in and get them taken
Wait a minute,
out by
how the hell did that... What did I capture that made me see the whole base? I don't recall that happening.
Destination, Commander.
That's what happens when you take over
Got the knowledge. I won't be
prison
late.
tower.
Moving.
I don't remember that ever occurring. First time it's happened to me.
I have the analyzing schematic.
Yeah.
Let's get it on.
Maybe I have to do it first or something?
I don't know, I'll have to look at that later.
Special delivery. All right, sir. I'm your man.
Now we're moving through and trying to take out as much of the base as we can. We want to use these guys to invoke the wrath of the units,
Special delivery.
and then fall back to the prison tower so they can immediately be protected.
Yeah. You're just luring all the tanks into a trap, because the tanks are really hard to take out. There's not much that we have here that can take out the tanks. Navy SEALs can take out buildings and infantry really easily, they're like Tanya's, like I said, so we have to make sure the tanks roll down, otherwise they are a big problem.
I'm your man. Special delivery. Seal ready. Special delivery.
Unfortunately, there's that tank that's still there, so I have not to deal with him. I need to use the tank to distract the sentries so the Navy SEAls can blow him.
Let's get it on.
Yeah, you can sneak the Navy SEAls
High
past.
speed,
With
low
the
ground forward. I'm your man. Going down.
This'll work though.
I'm your man. Going down. Let's get it on. Seal ready. I'm your man. Going down. Let's get it on.
Now we're just taking care of the last buildings.
Let's get it on. Hoorah! I got him. Special delivery.
And we use prism towers to take out the remainder. And somehow he died, so now we're gonna have to move with a little extra time to take care of the last tower.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Could have gone better, but we can make this work. This mission is also one where it's beaten relatively quickly. We don't even give the enemy the opportunity to build their construction yards. Just build their bases.
They're MCVs, construction yard vehicles. They just roll in undeployed, and they are usually lightly guarded. So there's a few ways that you can take them out, and then you've totally crippled an entire AI faction.
Isn't she wonderful?
Unit report. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna use a little safer strat with the engineers for now, because the Navy SEAL strats I've been trying out just haven't been working out well lately.
New rally point established.
Squared away, sir. Got a clear view, sir. Up and over.
This is the first mission that we get Mirage tanks, and they're really powerful. They're good against everything, except for buildings, pretty much. And it's good because we're only going to be attacked by infantry and tanks. So Mirage tanks are a great counter here once we use the engineer trip to take out the MCVs.
Destination commander? Yes, sir.
Don't need those anymore. And the Mirage tanks will help greatly during this mission.
Ready. Vehicle ready. Outstanding. Yes, sir. High speed, low drag. Destination commander?
Be using SEALs later to help us take out the swarming infantry.
New rally point.
Unit reporting. Destination commander? Outstanding. Bound forward.
Get out of the way so you don't get attacked like that.
Bound forward. Good to go.
Unit ready.
High speed, low drag. Vehicle ready. Unit reporting. Vehicle ready. Unit
Verifying everyone's okay.
Something we do here is we put Navy SEALs in IFVs, because then we have a really fast-moving anti-infantry unit.
Destination commander? Good to go.
The tanks are going to be taking care of the MCV in the north, while these two will be taking care of the other MCVs.
Bound forward.
Yeah.
High speed, low drag. Good to go. Outstanding. Yes, sir. Securing
Once
position.
ready.
Engineering. Analyzing schematics.
Unit report. Ready to roll.
So we're just waiting for them to deploy and then sneaking in and capture them as soon as possible.
Yes, sir. Vehicle ready.
I have the plans right
Send a lot at you. There's a lot of infantry and tanks that come.
Yeah, they are.
On the
Big
move.
groups.
Yes, sir. Outstanding. Destination commander? Destination commander? Destination commander? Outstanding. Ready.
They all converge in the middle though, so if you
Yes,
just
sir.
place
Good to go.
Mirage tanks and have IFVs ready to roll out,
Outstanding.
you can
Securing position.
chew through them quickly.
Good to go. High speed, low drag.
Unit ready. Unit lost.
We're looking for these big blobs of infantry, because they take a lot of time to mow down.
Speed,
Okay, the
low
tanks are
drag.
chasing them now, so I have to run back to the base as fast as I can.
Promoted.
Yeah.
On our way, sir. Outstanding. On our way, sir.
Sometimes they can see the Mirage tanks, most of the time they
High
don't.
speed, low drag.
Yeah.
Vehicle ready. Bound forward. High speed, low drag. Destination command. High speed, low drag. Outstanding. Bound forward.
They're safe now. We can take out the remainder of the units in the
Securing
back.
position. Yes, sir. Destination command. Ready to roll.
It's almost always the infantry that are the last ones. Sometimes you have a V3 rocket somewhere that you've forgotten about.
Man, that felt a lot better than I thought it was.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
This one's a favorite of mine, personally.
Yeah, me too. This is a parody of the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Well, it's
Amazing.
almost quite literal, also, in some respects.
Yeah. Yeah. Even in an alternate warped universe that's solely made up, it still
Commander,
happens.
I thought I'd seen everything, but this takes the cake. You guessed it, mind-controlled squid. Intelligence informs me that effective counter.
We're not even gonna bother with the naval units.
Trained dolphins, which are now at your disposal. What's next? Killer whales. Good luck, Commander.
So this mission is mostly a build order thing, so what you're trying to do is you're trying to get a chronosphere built as quickly as possible, and then you use that to teleport in prism tanks, which are really, really good against buildings, and the objective here is to take out a nuke silo, so get the chronosphere, build prism tanks, warp them in, boom.
Who's your daddy?
Three nuke silos, I misspoke.
Unit ready. New
Allied
Just throwing a few things out that we're never going to actually even bother using, so we can have some spare cash, because we'll end up being pretty close for what we need.
You can only teleport in 9 prism tanks with the chronosphere effect radius, so to save time, he's going to be building Harriers too to take out one of the nuke silos. Yeah.
Yeah, and if things go really sour and the Harriers are not able to take out the nuclear silo, we do have backup strats to be able to take all 3 out. It requires more management. While we're building, we got to be somewhat careful about that bridge. Make sure that the enemy units don't come across.
Yeah, because the AI likes to paradrop in engineers to repair the bridge, so you've always got to keep an eye on that.
Vehicle ready. Good to go. Good to go. On our way, sir.
I really liked this mission when I was a kid because I was always overwhelmed with everything. There was always so much going on.
Now we want to start the prism tank production. For the most part, this is a relaxed mission, as long as you don't make sure that the bridge is destroyed. Everything is more of a little bit of a wait, based on how fast you can build the chronosphere. So we have some time for reading donations if you have any.
Construction complete. Building.
I don't, but I can clarify that earlier I made a mistake in that the next run is 100% reverse impossible. It's both.
Oh, wow, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, it is pretty neat. I've never even heard of that before, so
How about some action?
that's what's coming up next.
Unit ready.
Now we're just waiting on the build order. Not much else going on in the meantime. But you'll get a nice cutscene here in a moment.
The best cutscene in the whole game.
God, I love cutscenes.
Or one of them.
This message
Best one is on
goes
this mission
out
anyway.
to hidden commander who continues to dance but ceases to amuse. Now is time to submit to Soviet supremacy, Commander. After you feel pain from my nuclear bombs, you will wish for another chance.
Unit reporting.
He almost sounds like he's crying to that moment, honestly.
Construction complete. Unit ready.
You almost have all the buildings deployed.
I'm your man.
Make sure they don't come across.
Unit reporting. Securing position. Destination, Commander? On our way, sir. Bound forward. Unit reporting. Yes, sir.
What unit can we have lost? Oh, it must have been the GI.
Construction complete.
They're no longer building anything. We are actually still building something, thank God I thought of that.
Unit ready.
Orders?
Structures.
But we don't need the barracks.
Yes, sir.
This won't waste a tremendous amount of time. Might not even waste any, depending on how the chronosphere works out.
Unit ready. Construction complete. Cannot deploy here. Building. Primary building.
Unit reporting. Securing position.
New rally point established.
Destination, Commander?
Unit ready.
Almost there.
Destination, Commander?
Barriers, at least.
Insufficient funds. Unit ready.
We don't need all the prison tanks, but it's just a safety strat. So I'm going to go ahead and hold the production in order to get the Harriers going faster.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Bound forward.
Can't sell anything off just yet. There's just one more thing.
Yes, sir. Good to go.
Building. Unit ready.
Okay, now the Harriers can finally start moving. Got to maneuver them a little more than usual because of the timing and the cycles of the enemy anti-air.
Yep.
Unit reporting.
There's a lot of anti-air, which is why we have so many Harriers.
We'll go.
Oh, bloody hell. That's like one of the worst possible spots for them to be in right now.
Engage.
Luckily, they're not hunting me down because they have a really large attack range, defense range.
We'll go. Changing vector.
Changing vector. Like the wind.
Okay, we should be alright.
Like the wind. Thrusters engaged.
Chronosphere ready.
Wilco.
Unit ready.
We're going in.
Oh, forgot to protect them, but it doesn't matter now. They took it out, we're fine. And with enough prison tanks, we take them out very quickly. No danger.
Yep.
Best cutscene right now.
Best cutscene.
I warned you we would destroy you, Commander. Now that warning will... What?
Disabled. The missiles have been disabled.
But... Ah! Your time is up, Commander! And you will be crushed! Very soon!
Easy peasy, just a little bit of a time loss, not much though. And now for the final mission, we are going to make the big raid on the heart of Russia.
The Kremlin.
Who's your daddy? I'm your man. Who's your daddy? Let's get it on.
Quite a bit of management in this mission, and we're actually going to use the enemy technology against them.
This is too easy.
Yeah, the Kremlin is guarded
I'm going to go
by...
ahead.
Sorry.
We're okay. We don't actually need all 3 seals. I moved them a little too quickly.
Alright, yeah. Yeah, you have to be careful there, because if you don't take out the Tesla reactors in time, the Tesla clouds fire, so you can sabotage them. So you can lose a seal. Sorry, no.
Ready. On my way.
Yeah, I was going to say that the Kremlin is guarded by elite apocalypse tanks, which are the strongest unit in the game, so you can't take them on with any other unit. Pretty much they'll just lay you to waste, so you can use Euroclones to commandeer them.
Invoking the wrath of one of the enemy units. Want to get their attention, otherwise they will cause us a lot of trouble if we're in the base with it still there. It's their Apocalypse tank, which is one of the very strongest units in the game, although it's very useless in multiplayer because of how slow it goes. I wait for that to be taken out to safely move in. At 1 health, these things can take it out in 1 hit, or at least a few hits.
Destination, Commander? Ready. Moving out. I got the knowledge. Orders? Yes, sir. Good to go.
So what we're trying to do right now is just get the Euroclones, and that involves taking over buildings that are in their base.
Actually, you can take over commentary for now. I'm going to try to focus on this a little more.
Alright, cool.
Ready to roll. High speed, low
Yeah, so the Euroclones require a battle lab and a barracks, so he's going to be trying to sneak in an engineer, keep it alive, and then once he's got the barracks, he's going to make a few Euroclones and put them in IFVs, and he's going to sneak the IFVs through the defences, right up flush against the Kremlin walls, and then he's going to try and do his best to take over the elite Apocalypse tanks, maybe have some of them destroy each other. Once you take out the Apocalypse tanks and the defences, the Kremlin has it's exposed and Tanya locked in. So there's a lot of stuff in this base. There's little terror drones that hijack vehicles and chew them up from inside. There's sentry turrets.
I thought that was weird. That terror drone just disappeared.
Yeah, just sneaked right into the IV there.
Yes, sir.
Terror drones are a massive pain in the ass for speedrunners in this game. They just move really fast and ruin everything.
Unit reporting. Good to go. Destination, Commander?
Please don't get killed by going that direction, even though I really did not want you to go that direction. Okay, he's good. Now we're going to use the enemy technology against them, which are the Yuri clones.
Yep. Everyone loves Yuri, which is why they made an expansion with him.
Despite the completely broken mind control. But that's why everyone loves them so much. Just don't like going against them.
Yeah. If you want an example of how overpowered mind control is, just watch this.
Alright, back that up.
Bound forward.
Gonna send these guys to distract the Tesla coils and start sending the Chrono Legionnaires down as well, because they'll be of some use. They're not required, but they do help speed things along and act as a safety measure as well. Because if the Yuris all die, it's still technically possible for them to take it out.
Yeah, Chronolegionnaires are also an interesting unit. They're really cool. They can temporarily disable and eventually destroy enemy units. They're very vulnerable though if they don't have protection.
Bound forward.
Unit lost.
Clear. Yes,
Unit
of
lost.
course.
So there's 4 elite Apocalypse tanks here.
On hold.
And the enemy is making loads of units and trying to just throw spanners on the works the entire time we're microing here.
Predictable. Yes, Commander. Your mind is clear. Target ready. Your mind is clear. Comrade joins us. Your mind is clear. Look deeply into my eyes.
We're good. We gotta be.
Your mind is clear. Target
Okay,
ready.
we're gonna need some more enemy units.
There's no resistance. Your mind is clear.
You distract him. Come on, that one.
Look deeply into my eyes.
Okay, we're good.
Good improvisation there.
Yeah, we're good. Now we're just finishing up. Don't want him to get killed. And that's it. Get ready for time. Shortly after entering the building, it will be time. Time.
50:01. That's a good ass run, dude.
Oh, thanks. Actually, I wasn't really good, in my personal opinion, but it works. But the cutscenes here is really good.
I enjoyed it.
After months of brutal fighting, Allied forces have captured Soviet Premier Romanov and his Kremlin command post late this afternoon in a dizzying show of high technology and good old military discipline. Much of the credit for the amazing success of the Allied campaign goes to a little-known commander from...
And that was it. That was the World War II Allied campaign. There's also a Soviet campaign that Volan has the world record for, and I also have a personal best in. These games are amazing and very easy to learn to play casually. Thank you for watching. I hope to be doing more runs of the series in the future. If you want to see more runs of the series or any other real-time strategy, you can join our Discord channel, which also has Warcraft, StarCraft, Age of Empires, and other games that are growing. This is Realmaster 2, Battle Control, now offline.
When you're done patting yourself on the back, I have a little...
Thanks for the run, dude.
The president has invited you, us, to his victory gala at the White House tonight. I thought maybe you'd want to ride. Just listen for the sound of the helos. Oh, and for heaven's sake, hit the showers, soldier.
You should have bought that follow button if I'm still alive.
Alright, you're not live now. Thank you, dude.
Yep. And thank you, Volan, for helping out a lot. That I needed you a whole bunch. Otherwise, I probably would have just paused for most of it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're definitely a really good runner. Were you nervous a little bit?
Not really. I just got I started to get nervous only during the times where I began to lose a lot of time.
Yeah, that always happens.
I mean, I went 1 second over estimate. When that was the estimate, that was my safety time. I lost time on every segment, unfortunately.
Well, you pretty much made the estimate. I mean, you're a second off it, so it doesn't matter. You might as well be under the estimate for all the difference it would make.